What is poppin', people? Hazel Fresh here, and welcome back to NBA 2K22 Fantasy Foundation. Tonight we have Curry and the Pharaohs versus Doncic and the Desperados. Full game. I hope you enjoy.
Look at the players coming through the tunnel earlier. I don't think you can get this game started soon enough for them. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Minneapolis. On Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Duck. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. In this era of player empowerment, it's often the star's prerogative to change teams. And so often...
Always does. Thank you, D.A. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Here are the five for Minneapolis. Curry is out there with Maxey. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Brooks. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And for Anaheim, R.J. Barrett is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Griffin. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. Curry on the wing. From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got the game going here with the first basket for Minneapolis.
As a catch-and-shoot player, Steph Curry is as dangerous as it gets.
The three for Doncic. Sinks the three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
At the top of the key, Brooks. Over Barrett. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Inside, outside, mid-range. Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
Trent passes to Doncic. And there's the drive. Here's Bagley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Maxey, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Pass to Curry. From deep. Anaheim grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Trent. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
For Minneapolis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
On its way from Curry for 2. Offensive rebound.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Trent. Clock at 6. Griffin finds Doncic. His three-pointer's off the mark. You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range, the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people. When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Let's go. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
It's remarkable how Griffin's game has developed. From just a dunker to a very skilled big. The jumper, a big part of that.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Luka Doncic, fourth.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And it goes down 2 points. For Minneapolis, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Lots of room. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Maxey's got his second basket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Doncic outside. Drives to the hoop. And Anaheim tacks on 2 more.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Curry passes to Brooks. Here's Claxton. Minneapolis moving it around. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Doncic outside. From deep three-point range, a three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 12 in the game. Stripped away. Barrett with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Minneapolis trails by 6. And here's Maxey. Here's Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Curry's shot is good.
Boy, it's hard to add up how much damage Curry has done with his shot in his career. This jump shot has been one of the greatest weapons we've ever seen.
Back to Trent. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's what Anaheim's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Griffin. Toppin comes in for Marvin Bagley. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Dennis Smith in for Luka Doncic. The pass to Martin. Olynyk with it, covered by Smith. And the basket by Olynyk.
I think excellent touch from the post, and you get the sense they trust Olynyk here. Fantastic at utilizing his size.
Trent with it. He has 5. Here's Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Olynyk.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Anaheim.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Anaheim making a switch here. Man's checked in. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Mann. The 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Minneapolis trails by 7. Pass to Olynyk. Kicks it to Doumbouya. driving the lane. Dedmon with the block. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds. Minneapolis will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes it to Doumbouya. Bangs home the trifecta.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Smith surveying the D. Over Maladon. Top of the key jumper, no good. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Anaheim on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Anaheim, guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Toppin. He's out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Doug McDermott is out there with Dennis Smith, and it's man in a 2-guard. And for Minneapolis, they've got Martin. Batuma's out there with Doumbouya. Then there's Maladon, and it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Wow, you don't see Dennis Smith Jr. block a shot every game, but man, he's got some vertical.
Man passes to Toppin. Over Doumbouya. And the shot falls short this time.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Martin kicks to Olynyk. Minneapolis moving it around. Pass to Maladon. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Martin. Minneapolis needs to get off a shot. And the basket by Olynyk.
Well, you can't force, you can't rush. Olynyk biding his time and stays calm as the clock is dwindling.
Anaheim leading by 4. Here's Man. He's got 5. Here's Smith. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, you have to absorb the bump on the jump shot, and Dennis Smith Jr. still able to deliver. That is not easy, folks.
Dedmon with the block. Man passes to Smith. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for Anaheim. Pass to Olynyk. Over Dedmon. And the basket by Olynyk.
Right, Olynyk's solid in the paint. Even with the defense right there, he keeps his eyes on the basket and finishes nicely.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Inside. Shots good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got the lead back up to 8 now for Anaheim.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Man, covered by Martin. And it's blocked.
Okay, Kelly Olynyk getting up high for that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
Count it. And now it's a 10-point Anaheim lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And first time out of the game called for Minneapolis.
It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise!
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Curry. Pass to Maxey. Floats it up for Curry. It's stolen by Bagley. In the corner, Barrett with it. The pass to Bagley. And he drops it in from the low post. Bagley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
Curry against Smith. Curry passes to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock from 20 feet out. Anaheim grabs the miss.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Smith. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Marcus Morris. First personal foul. First team foul.
For Anaheim, they've gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one.
Smith. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Griffin's checked in for Anaheim.
Well, think back to the 2017 NBA draft. Dennis Smith Jr. was the 9th overall pick. There were many who believed he could have gone sooner, and some still think he should have. Let's see what plays with this young man's career.
Anaheim leading by 11. Now, Doncic, 12 points for him. Here's Bagley. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Bagley's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Curry with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Curry gets the bucket.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
Up top, Bagley. 6 points for him. No good. Curry with the defensive effort. Minneapolis trails by 11. Here's Claxton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
And it's Barrett penetrating. And Barrett slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Minneapolis.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Doris, you look at Marcus Morris, a very solid 3 and D type of forward.
That's exactly right, because think about it, Morris, early in his career, there was a reluctance to shoot the range shot. He was more mid-range guy, but credit him for putting in the work. Now Marcus is a deadly three-point shooter, and he brings a size and physicality on the defensive end.
Nice shot by Smith.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Pass to Claxton. Minneapolis moving it around. Doncic against Curry. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, at this point, if you get the ball into Steph Curry's hands, good things will happen. He's toying with the defense out of the pick and roll.
We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Trent's checked in for Anaheim.
What R.J. Barrett brings to the table nightly is an incredible array of basketball skills offensively and tireless energy. If he can get consistent with his perimeter game, he's going to be very difficult to deal with for a long time.
This is a Maxey. Outside Curry. Shoots over Doncic, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Curry's got 11 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
From the arc, and Anaheim with another 3.
Where they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
And so Curry will bring it up for Minneapolis. 15-point game. They double team Curry. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Brooks. Another one falls for Minneapolis. Anaheim leading by 13. The drive by Doncic. And Anaheim tacks on 2 more.
Listen, this is becoming routine for Luka Doncic. This guy's a big-time scorer who can take over when he's ready.
Here's Curry. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. 13 points in the game. And it's Anaheim looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And they're... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 17 points and 4 assists. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline at the offensive end. It's not about getting the quick shot, it's about getting the good shot. And if you want to know how that approach is working, just check out
And it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
They've got R.J. Barrett. Doncic out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Bagley. And it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Now here's Trent. Defense is right there. Out of bounds. Minneapolis takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Minneapolis trails by 13. And here's Maxey. And that one is good. Maxey's got 6.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
Minneapolis shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. There's the steal. Break Anaheim. Doncic leading the charge. And Barrett slams it in.
That's coming to force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
Pass to Curry. Here's Claxton, defended by Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Amazing to think some questioned if Curry could lead on his own, isn't it, Doris? He has answered the critics quickly.
Oh, 162-point outburst showed how dominant he is. After missing almost all of 2020, some began to doubt Mr. Curry. I don't think anyone is going to make that mistake again.
And something we've seen the last few years, box and ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. It didn't work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
Maxey passes to Curry. And that one's good. Maxey. And it's 8 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Here's Doncic. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And the pass to Claxton. Curry with it. There's the triple. Anaheim grabs the miss. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. And finish off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Here's Curry. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Trent. Latrey. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 8th assist in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Bagley the pass to Doncic. Passes to Trent. Takes a 3. Yeah, it's hauled in by Minneapolis. Here's Maxey. 8 points for him. He kicks to Curry. Brooks outside. Back to Curry. Over Doncic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Doncic, and Anaheim tacks on 2 more.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now a timeout called by Minneapolis.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And some changes here for Anaheim. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Griffin. Toppin comes in for Marvin Bagley. And it's Doug McDermott in for R.J. Barrett. Martin kicks to Doumbouya. Doncic with the steal. It's 2-on-1. McDermott with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. McDermott bounce pass. Doncic with it. He's got 23. Shot clock at 6. Here's Trent. They grab their own miss. Toppin. And another shot. And the layup is good. Dedmon's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Back to Olynyk. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Doncic dishes to Dedmon. And it's in there. Dedmon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires, and we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in the league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Now, here's Melodon. Dedmon defending. And it's going to be out of bounds. Minneapolis will retain possession. Anaheim making a switch here. Hands checked in. There's a minute 34 left in the 3rd. On the wing, Batum. He's defended by McDermott. Clock is at 3. The 3. Dedmon with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Minneapolis will retain possession. That's checked in for Doncic.
Dennis Smith.
1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. Martin with the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Now here is Smith. He's got 11. Tries again. Shot's good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 8 points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Doumbouya. Tight defense on him, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Smith outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Theo Maledon picks one up.
Make no mistake, the determination that Dennis Smith Jr. plays with on the interior is going to make good things happen.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. And the first one drops. Smith hits them both. Minneapolis trails by 20. Maledon passes to Olynyk. Going inside, and the jam by Doumbouya.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Minneapolis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
That one is no good. Dedmon passes to McDermott. Toppin kicks to Dedmon. Here's Toppin. Olynyk is covering. It'll count. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Anaheim on top, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Minneapolis, we've got Olynyk. Martin is out there with Maledon. Then there's Batum, and it's Doumbouya in at the 4 slot. Smith outside, wide open, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Anaheim.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Yeah, and one more stat that jumps out is their steal total. They have wreaked havoc on the defensive end. Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. McDermott, no one around him, and Anaheim tacks on 2 more.
Well, McDermott's known for that catch-and-shoot game. The rising fire on the catch. Pretty.
Now a timeout call by Minneapolis. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Here's what Anaheim's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Bagley comes in for Toppin. R.J. Barrett's checked in for McDermott. And Doncic is subbed in for Dennis Smith. Here's man on the wing, Doncic. 6 on the shot clock, and the shot goes down. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half. And here's Maxey. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And that one hits back iron. And so Griffin will bring it up for Anaheim. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Minneapolis moving it around. They double team Curry. Kicks to Brooks. Hands it from downtown.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Here's Doncic. It's deflected. Pass to Maxey. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. Trent's checked in for Anaheim.
Substitution for Anaheim, Gary Trent Jr.
On defense, Anaheim. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
And the quickness of Brooks' drive can be overwhelming. Burst inside before the D can react.
Doncic looking it over. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 30 points.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
He has still not missed the shot. Where could they be today without him?
Here's Barrett. Here's Griffin. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up. And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
Another one falls for Minneapolis.
Boy, when Curry is hot, look out. This guy is fantastic at understanding what the defense is conceding and making them pay.
Trent finds Doncic, and he drives in, and Doncic throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
Now, here's Maxey. On the wing, Brooks. To the middle, here's Claxton, and it's good for 2.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide-open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Trent, Bagley trying to free himself up. Trent gets the bucket.
Boy, that's a beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
They double-team Curry. Here's Maxey. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The pass to Doncic. Up top, Griffin. Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. Griffin inside. Curry meets him. And Griffin with the score. The assist from Barrett.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Pass to Claxton.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Maxey. Down low. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, at 6'9", with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
Timeout called, Anaheim. They're up by 21. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here's Preston. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Anaheim.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Luka Doncic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Luwawu. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession. Anaheim making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. And then for Minneapolis, Doumbouya's checked in for Olynyk. And it's Batum in for Martin. 40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Preston. Passes it to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Doumbouya. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
Here's Preston. So it's Anaheim picking up the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well.
Kevin, thank you.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
All right, people. So as you saw, it was all the Desperados the entire game. I mean, we got Luka with 32 and 8 assists. Dennis Smith Jr. with the 15 and 1. Gary Trent Jr. with 13 and 4. Bagley with the prime time blocks. I mean, Dedmon with the rebounds. You know, it was 30 points in the second quarter. Like, it was putting it on though. I mean, Curry halfway showed out. I mean, 21, 1 and 7, 9 for 15, 1 for 5. That's where it threw him off. He really wasn't taking no threes. I mean, they had more people score 10 more points, but yeah. But we'll get more into it in the breakdown video. Kelly Olynyk with the 12 and 2. It was all Desperados. I appreciate you for watching. Hazel So Fresh out.